You're ambitious. You have big dreams. You want to be successful and eventually live the life you've imagined in your head. But there's a problem. You procrastinate. Not the kind where you don't know what to do. You know exactly what you need to do. You just don't do it. And that's where the guilt begins. Deep down, you know you're capable of more. That guilt builds up day by day, week by week, month by month, until it turns into acceptance. A new year arrives, same goals as last year, less motivation. You start half-heartedly, and before you even realize it, procrastination walks back into your life, like that relative who shows up unannounced and never leaves. That constant delaying turns into a daily habit, and before you know it, you give yourself a label. I'm just a lazy person. But here's the real question. How do we break this cycle? There are countless videos online. Most of them say things like, delete social media, remove distractions. Sure, those might work in the short term, but they never address the real root of procrastination. That root can be summarized in one word: inertia. In physics, inertia means objects at rest tend to stay at rest, and objects in motion tend to stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. That's Newton's first law. And interestingly enough, it applies to our work just as much as it applies to physical objects. Starting anything requires an initial push, a burst of energy to overcome stillness. But here's the issue. We mentally exaggerate that initial effort until it feels so overwhelming that instead of starting, we avoid the task entirely. So what do we do instead? We distract ourselves with low-value activities that give us quick dopamine hits. To beat procrastination, you have to break inertia. And there are only two simple ways to do that. Method 1. Make starting ridiculously easy. The hardest part of any task is starting, so make starting as easy as possible. Instead of telling yourself, I need to finish a 5,000-word article, tell yourself, I'll write just 50 words. The pressure drops instantly. Starting feels easy. No massive motivation required. Method 2, the 2-minute rule. When you don't feel like doing something, tell yourself, I'll do it for just 2 minutes. Then I'm free to stop. Don't feel like cleaning your room? Put on one song. Clean only until the song ends. Here's the interesting part. Most of the time, you keep going longer than 2 minutes. And that's not an accident, because objects in motion stay in motion. Once you start, you build momentum. It's like pushing a ball up a hill. It's hard, but only until you pass the point of inertia. After that, it's downhill. So the solution is simple. Lower the pressure, take the smallest possible step, and just start for 2 minutes. Use this in every area of your life: the gym, your projects, your relationships, or anything you've been putting off. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step.